Caught my fiancée sleeping with her best friend, so I exposed their affair, sold the house, and watched them burn together. I've been a brewmaster for 6 years. Head brewmaster at Rocky Mountain Tap Works in Denver for the last 3. The job taught me patience. Good beer can't be rushed. You control the variables, trust the process, and wait for the right moment to move. Turns out that philosophy applies to more than just brewing. 4 years with Freya. Engaged for 8 months. Wedding invitations already sent out for a ceremony 3 months away. I thought I had it figured out. Good job. House we bought together 2 years back. A woman who laughed at my terrible jokes and said she couldn't wait to marry me. Donovan was part of the package. Her best friend since middle school. Owned a boutique fitness studio called Elevation on the east side of town. Good guy, or so I thought. We'd grab beers, talk business, shoot the crap about nothing. When I proposed to Freya, I asked him to be a groomsman. He bought the first round that night. I should have known something was off when Freya insisted we split the house 50-50 despite me putting down $120,000 of the $150,000 down payment. She scraped together $30,000 from her parents and acted like we were equal partners. We're a team, babe. What's yours is mine, right? I signed the papers because I loved her. Because I trusted her. That was my first mistake. The brewing conference in Boulder was supposed to run Thursday through Saturday. 3 days of seminars, tastings, networking with other brewers. I went because our brewery was expanding into canning, and I needed to talk to suppliers. Friday morning, the keynote speaker canceled. They pushed the main sessions to Thursday afternoon and called it early. I texted Freya around noon. Conference wrapped up. Heading home, she didn't respond, didn't think much of it. She was coordinating some corporate event downtown, probably busy. I got home around 1:30 p.m. Her car was in the driveway. So was Donovan's Jeep, still didn't click. I walked through the front door. The house was quiet. I called out, Freya? Nothing. Figured maybe they were out back on the patio, planning something for the wedding. Donovan had volunteered to help with logistics since Freya was stressed about the timeline. I dropped my bag in the hallway and headed upstairs. Our bedroom door was half open. I pushed it the rest of the way. Freya was in our bed. There. Donovan was next to her, sheets tangled around his waist. Her head was on his chest. His arm was around her shoulder. The smell hit me first, sweat, lovemaking, something sour I couldn't place. They both looked up, not guilty. Not panicked, annoyed. Freya sat up, clutching the sheet to her chest. What are you doing home? Not I'm sorry. Not this isn't what it looks like. What are you doing home? Donovan didn't say anything. Just stared at me like I'd interrupted a business meeting. I stood there. 5 seconds. 10. My brain was trying to process it, but my body had already moved on to the next step. I pulled out my phone. Opened the camera. Took a picture. Both their faces, clear as day. The bed. The situation. Undeniable. Freya's eyes went wide. Wait, what are you? I didn't wait. Didn't yell. Didn't throw anything. I just turned around and walked out. Down the stairs. Through the hallway. Out the front door. I heard her calling after me. Baby, wait. Please. Let me explain. I got in my truck, started the engine, and pulled out of the driveway. She was standing on the porch in a bedsheet, phone in her hand. I didn't look back. Now I'm parked 3 blocks away, engine idling, phone in my lap. The photo's still on the screen. Freya's face. Donovan's arm around her. My bed. My house. My sheets. My life. I should be angry. I should be falling apart, but I'm not. I'm calm. Focused. Clear. Because they have no idea what's coming. I drove to a Hampton Inn near the airport. Paid cash. Didn't use my real name, gave them my middle name and paid the deposit without blinking. My phone started blowing up before I even checked in. Freya, please answer. Freya, I can explain. Freya, baby please don't do this. Freya, it was a mistake. Freya, we need to talk. I turned off the notifications. Didn't block her, I wanted the messages to pile up. Wanted the digital evidence of her panic. Donovan texted too. Just one message, man, I'm sorry. Call me when you're ready. I laughed out loud in that hotel room. Actually laughed. The front desk clerk walking past probably thought I was losing it. First thing I did was open my laptop. Freya used my Apple ID family plan for her iCloud backup. She'd set it up 2 years ago because she didn't want to pay the $2.99 a month for extra storage. Second mistake. I logged into her account. Went straight to messages. 7 months. The affair had been going on for 7 months. I sat there reading through it all. Every text. Every I love you. Every plan they made. It wasn't just love making. It was a full relationship running parallel to ours. June 14th, I can't wait until you leave him. We can finally be together for real. July 22nd, he's working late again lol. Come over? August 3rd, do you think he knows? No way. He's clueless. September 18th, after the wedding we'll have enough to start fresh. Then you can tell him. That one stopped me cold. They were planning to wait until after the wedding. Collect the gifts. The cash. The honeymoon we'd already paid for. Then she was going to leave. I kept scrolling. There were photos. Not explicit, just the two of them. Coffee dates. His apartment. Her leaning against his chest at some park I didn't recognize. And then I found it. A text from 3 weeks ago. Donovan to Freya, Harper said yes. I proposed last night. She has no idea lol. Harper, his girlfriend of 4 years. The tax accountant he'd been with since before I even met Freya. He'd proposed to Harper while he was sleeping with my fiancée. I screenshotted everything. Exported the message threads. Backed it all up to a separate cloud account. Then I closed the laptop and made a list. Friday morning, I was on the phone by 7 a.m. Called my attorney first. Guy I'd used when we bought the house. Mitchell, sharp as hell, didn't ask unnecessary questions. Told him I needed to protect my assets. Engagement ended. House jointly owned. He got it immediately. Get me a buyer fast, I said. I don't care if it's under market. I want cash and I want it closed in 2 weeks. He connected me with a real estate agent by 8:30 a.m. By 10 a.m., the house was listed at $485,000. We'd paid $520,000 2 years ago. Market value was closer to $550,000. I didn't care. I wanted it gone. By noon, I drained the joint checking account. $18,400. 90% of it was from my paychecks anyway. Freya contributed maybe $200 a month, just enough to make it joint. I opened a new account at a different bank. Transferred everything. Then I canceled the wedding venue. Lost the $3,200 deposit. Worth every penny. Canceled the photographer. The caterer. The DJ. The florist. Freya had access to the wedding planning portal. She'd see it all eventually. But not yet. I wanted everything locked down before she realized what was happening. My phone buzzed. Text from my assistant at the brewery. Freya's here. Says it's an emergency. Want me to send her back? Tell her I'm in meetings all day. 3 minutes later, she's crying in the parking lot. You okay? I'm fine. Don't let her in. That afternoon, my real estate agent called. You're not going to believe this, she said. Full price offer. Cash buyer. Wants to close in 8 days. I sat back in the hotel chair. 8 days. Take it, I said. You sure? We could wait for. Take it. She paused. Okay. I'll send the paperwork over tonight. I hung up. For the first time in 24 hours, I smiled. Then my phone buzzed again. Freya, I'm coming to your apartment tonight. We need to talk. I'm not leaving until you hear me out. My apartment, the one I'd been renting before we bought the house. I'd kept the lease as a backup office space for brewing recipe tests. She still had a key. I didn't go to the apartment. Let her sit there. Let her wait. Let her think she still had some kind of leverage. Instead, I spent Saturday morning at a FedEx office, printing documents. Account statements. House listing. Wedding cancellation confirmations. The photo from Thursday, printed in color, 8x10. I put it all in a manila folder. Then I drove to the brewery. Saturday afternoons were our busiest shift. Tasting room packed, tours running every hour, kegs being rotated in the back. I walked in through the employee entrance, nodded at the weekend crew, and headed straight to my office. My assistant, Corey, knocked on the door 10 minutes later. She's here again, he said. Tasting room. She's asking everyone if they've seen you. I looked up from my desk. Tell her I'll be out in 5 minutes. Corey raised an eyebrow. You sure? Yeah, he left. I gave it 10 minutes. Let her sweat. When I walked into the tasting room, Freya was at the bar, surrounded by Saturday afternoon tourists trying our seasonal rotation. She saw me immediately. Stood up. Her eyes were red, makeup smudged. She'd been crying. Good. I didn't say anything. Just gestured toward the side patio, outdoor seating area where we could talk without an audience. She followed me outside. The second the door closed, she started. Baby, please. I know what you saw. I held up a hand. She stopped. I set the manila folder on the table between us. What is this? She asked. Open it. She did. I watched her face as she flipped through the pages. The bank statements showing the emptied joint account. The house listing, already under contract. The wedding venue cancellation. The caterer. The photographer. Her hands started shaking. You can't just. I already did. She looked up at me, tears streaming now. Real ones this time. This isn't fair. You won't even let me explain. There's nothing to explain. It was a mistake. Her voice cracked. Donovan, he took advantage of me when I was vulnerable. You're never home, you're always at the brewery, I was lonely. I pulled out my phone. Opened the screenshots. Scrolled to one from August. Do you think he knows? No way. He's clueless. I turned the phone toward her. She went pale. 7 months, I said. Calm. Flat. You've been sleeping with him for 7 months. You plan to wait until after the wedding to leave me. Take the gifts. Take the money. Then tell me.
I wasn't going to. I scrolled to another screenshot.
The one from September. After the wedding we'll have enough to start fresh. She couldn't speak. You're not my problem anymore, Freya. Where am I supposed to go? She was sobbing now, mascara running down her face. You took everything. The money, the house. The money was mine. The house is sold. You'll get your cut, $30,000. Same amount you put in. That's not enough for a deposit anywhere. Should have thought of that before you slept with my groomsmen in our bed. She flinched. You have until Monday to get your stuff out of the house. After that, I'm donating it. You can't do this to me. I stood up. I just did. Donovan doesn't even want me. She screamed. He told me this morning, he said it was a mistake, that he's staying with Harper. I have nothing. You're leaving me with nothing. I looked at her. Really looked at her. The woman I'd planned to marry. The woman I'd trusted with everything. She wasn't crying because she loved me. She was crying because I'd taken away her safety net. Good luck, I said. I walked back inside. Told Corey to make sure she left. Went back to my office. Closed the door. That night, I sat in the hotel room with my laptop open. The folder sat next to me, every screenshot, every message, every receipt. I opened a new group message, added 39 contacts. Freya's parents. Her sister. Donovan's girlfriend Harper. Every single person on the wedding invitation list. Typed one sentence, wedding is off. Here's why. Attached the photo. Attached a PDF of the text message timeline. My finger hovered over the send button. One click. That's all it would take. I took a breath, and pressed send. My phone started vibrating before I even set it down. Notifications rolling in like a slot machine. Text messages. Calls. Voicemails. The group chat I just nuked was exploding. I turned the phone face down on the nightstand. Didn't look. Didn't care. I ordered a pizza, pulled up Netflix, and watched 3 episodes of some cooking show I'd never heard of. Fell asleep around midnight. Slept better than I had in months. Sunday morning, I finally checked my phone. 218 notifications. The group chat had imploded. I scrolled through the carnage. Freya's mom, is this real? Her sister, oh my god Freya, what did you do? My buddy from college, holy crap man, I'm so sorry. Someone's aunt, this is inappropriate to share in a group message. Freya, at 11:11 p.m. He's lying. This is photoshopped. He's trying to ruin my life because I wanted to postpone the wedding. My cousin, Freya, that's literally a photo of you in bed with another guy. Freya, it's not what it looks like. Then, at 1:23 a.m., Freya again, stop messaging me. All of you, 34 people had left the group chat. I deleted the whole thing. Didn't need to see any more. The call I did answer came at 9:15 a.m. Unknown number. Hello, is this Op? A woman's voice. Controlled. Cold. Yeah. Who's this? Harper. Donovan's fiancée. She paused. Ex-fiancée, I guess. I sat up straighter. I'm sorry you had to find out like. Don't. Her voice was sharp. I'm not calling for sympathy. I'm calling because I need to know if there's more. More? Screenshots. Messages. Proof. I saw what you sent. I need everything you have. I hesitated. Why? Because Donovan co-owns Elevation with 2 business partners. They have a morality clause in their operating agreement. Infidelity that damages the brand image is grounds for removal. I'm a tax accountant. I know exactly how to bury him. I smiled. I'll send you the full export in 10 minutes. Thank you. She paused. For what it's worth, you did the right thing. They deserve this. She hung up. I sent her everything. By Sunday afternoon, the real fallout started. Freya's mom called. I answered. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. She was crying. I had no idea. We had no idea.
It's not your fault, Mrs. F. I stopped.
Her last name was Castellano. I'd almost slipped into autopilot. We paid for the venue, she continued. $8,000. Non-refundable. I don't even care about the money. I just want you to know we loved you. You were family. My chest tightened. I loved you guys too. She's here, she said quietly. At our house. She won't stop crying. Says Donovan won't answer her calls. Says you destroyed her life. I didn't destroy anything. I just stopped letting her destroy mine. She was quiet for a long moment. You're a good man. I hope you find someone who deserves you. Thank you. She hung up. I stared at the phone. That was the hardest call yet. Monday morning, my real estate agent sent the closing documents. 8 days out. $485,000 sale price. After the mortgage payoff and split equity, I'd walk away with $287,000. Freya would get $30,000, exactly what she put in. I signed everything electronically. Sent it back within an hour, then my phone rang again. Different number. Is this Op? A man's voice this time. Older. Gruff. Yeah, Travis Knight. I'm a partner at Stone and Anchor Brewing down in San Diego. Got your name from a mutual contact at the Boulder conference last week. Heard you might be looking for a change of scenery. I sat up. I'm listening. We're opening a second location in La Jolla. Need a head brewmaster and equity partner. Salary's $140,000 base plus 8% ownership stake. You interested? I was making $78,000 in Denver. When do you need an answer? How about you fly down Friday, tour the facility, meet the team? We'll cover travel. I'll be there. Good. I'll have my assistant send you the details. He hung up. I leaned back against the hotel headboard. New city. New job. Double the salary. Equity. Everything was falling into place. That afternoon, I got a text from a number I didn't recognize. We need to talk. Man to man. You owe me that much. Donovan. I stared at the message. Then my phone buzzed again. This time it was a screenshot. Forwarded from someone in the old wedding group chat. It was a Facebook post, Freya's profile. Posted 2 hours ago. To everyone who received that message, you only saw one side of the story. The truth is more complicated. I made a mistake, yes, but I was emotionally neglected for years. Sometimes people break when they're not being loved the way they need. I'm healing now. Thank you to those who reached out with kindness. To those who didn't, your silence says everything. 43 comments. Most of them ripping her apart. I didn't respond to Donovan. Didn't comment on Freya's post. I just blocked both their numbers. And started packing. The house closed on Wednesday. I met the buyers at the title company. Nice couple in their 30s, relocating from Austin. They had no idea about the story behind the sale. Just excited about the neighborhood and the backyard. I signed the papers. Shook their hands. Walked out with a cashier's check for $287,000. Freya wasn't there. Her portion, $30,000, was wired directly to an account her attorney set up. She'd hired someone to handle it because she couldn't stand to be in the same room as me. Fine by me. I deposited my check at the new bank. Moved everything into a high-yield savings account except for $15,000 I kept liquid for the move. Then I flew to San Diego. Stone and Anchor Brewing was everything Travis promised. The flagship location sat 3 blocks from the ocean in Pacific Beach. The new La Jolla spot was still under construction. Gut renovation of an old warehouse, floor-to-ceiling windows facing the water, custom German brew system being installed in 2 weeks. Travis walked me through the business plan. We're launching in March. Need someone who can build the recipes, manage production, and handle the brand voice. You've done that in Denver. I want you here. We sat in his office overlooking the Pacific. He slid a contract across the desk. $140,000 base. 8% equity. Performance bonuses tied to revenue targets. Health insurance. Relocation stipend. You need time to think about it? He asked. I looked at the contract. Looked out at the ocean. No, I said. I'm in. We shook hands. I flew back to Denver that night. I gave notice at Rocky Mountain Tap Works on Thursday morning. My boss, Greg, didn't even seem surprised. Freya showed up here 3 times this week, he said. I figured you'd be leaving soon. She say anything? Mostly just cried in the parking lot. Security finally told her to stop coming by. He leaned back in his chair. Look, I don't know what happened between you two, and I don't need to. But you've been solid here. I'll give you a hell of a reference. Thanks, Greg. We're throwing you a going away thing Friday night. Nothing fancy. Just the crew and some regulars. You don't have to. Shut up. We're doing it. Friday night, the tasting room was packed. Probably 80 people, brewers, servers, regulars who'd been coming since we opened. Someone made a banner that said good luck in Qley. They tapped a special cask of my favorite IPA recipe. I was 3 beers in, talking to Corey about the San Diego opportunity, when I saw her, Freya, standing in the doorway. Hair pulled back. Face puffy. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. The room went quiet. Corey muttered, "You want me to?" "No," I said. Let her talk. She walked toward me. Unsteady. I could smell the wine on her breath from 5 feet away. You're really leaving? She said. Yeah, because of me. No. Because of me. Her face crumpled. I made one mistake. One. And you destroyed my entire life. People were staring now. The whole room watching. You didn't make one mistake, Freya. You made a choice. Every day. For 7 months. I loved you. She was screaming now. I loved you and you just threw me away like I was nothing. You threw us away the second you slept with him. Donovan doesn't even want me. Tears streamed down her face. I lost everything. My home. My friends. My family won't even look at me. And you get to just start over like none of this happened? I didn't say anything. Say something, she shouted. Greg was already moving toward us, nodding at the bouncer by the door. I'm sorry you're hurting, I said quietly. But that's not my problem anymore. The bouncer reached her. Ma'am, you need to leave. Don't touch me. She jerked away from him, stumbled, caught herself on a table. Looked at me one last time. I hope you're happy. I am, she laughed. Bitter. Broken. Liar. Security walked her out. I watched through the window as she got into an Uber, still crying. The room stayed quiet for a few seconds. Then Greg raised his glass. To new beginnings. Everyone drank. I did too. I left Denver on Sunday. Everything I owned fit in my truck and a small U-Haul trailer. I'd sold or donated most of my furniture. Kept the essentials. Changed my phone number Saturday night. Deleted Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Kept LinkedIn but set it to private. Blocked Freya's entire family except her mom, who'd sent me one last text. I'm sorry for everything. I hope you find peace. I told her I already had. The drive to San Diego took 14 hours. I did it in one shot, podcasts and coffee the whole way. Pulled into my new apartment complex in La Jolla at 11 p.m. 1 bedroom, 10th floor, balcony facing the ocean. I stood on that balcony for a long time. Listened to the waves. Felt the salt air. For the first time in 2 weeks, I let myself breathe. My phone buzzed. New LinkedIn message. I almost ignored it. Then I saw the name. Donovan, I know you don't want to hear from me. But we need to talk. Please. Man to man. I'm losing everything. Harper took the studio. I'm about to lose my apartment. Freya won't stop calling me. This has to end. We were friends once. Can we just talk? Please. I stared at the message. Then I opened my laptop. I stared at the message. Then I opened my laptop. Typed a response. Deleted it. Typed another. Deleted that too. Closed the laptop. Left him on read. 48 hours later, I responded. You weren't a victim. You were a coward. And I'm not your guy. Don't contact me again. Blocked him on LinkedIn. Never heard from him again. 6 months later, I was sitting on the same balcony, laptop open, scrolling through messages from the brewery team. We just won a national award for our flagship IPA West Coast style I'd developed in my first month at Stone and Anchor. The ceremony was in 2 weeks. Travis wanted me to accept the award on behalf of the team. My phone buzzed. Text from Sloan. Still coming over for dinner? I'm making that pasta thing you liked. Sloan. Marine biologist. We'd met at a beach cleanup event 3 months ago. She was pulling trash out of the surf with the same intensity I brought to recipe development. We got to talking. Grabbed coffee. Then dinner. Then more dinners. She was real. Kind. Didn't play games. When she said something, she meant it. I texted back, be there at 7. I'd blocked most reminders of Denver, but mutual friends still reached out occasionally. Updates I didn't ask for but couldn't help reading. Freya and Donovan had tried to date after everything fell apart. Lasted 6 weeks. Imploded spectacularly at some brunch spot in Capitol Hill. Witnesses said they were screaming at each other on the patio. Freya threw a mimosa in his face. He called her a manipulative psycho. She called him a gutless coward. They'd both posted about it on Facebook. Publicly. Freya blamed Donovan for destroying her engagement and her reputation. Donovan blamed Freya for ruining his business and his relationship. Their mutual friends said it was pathetic. Like watching two people drown and dragging each other under. Last I heard, Freya was still living with her parents in Colorado Springs. Working part-time retail. Her event planning career in Denver was finished. No one would hire her. Word had spread fast in that industry. Donovan lost his stake in Elevation within 2 weeks of Harper exposing the affair. The morality clause was airtight. His former partners bought him out at a fraction of what his share was worth. He was working at a sporting goods store. REI, I think. Harper had moved on. Dating a corporate attorney. Thriving, from what I heard. Someone on Reddit asked me once if I regretted going as hard as I did. I thought about it for a while before I answered. Not even a little. I didn't ruin their lives. They did. I just refused to let them ruin mine. That felt true. I didn't blow up their lives because I was angry. I did it because staying would have destroyed me. Every day I stayed quiet. Every day I pretended it didn't happen. Every day I let them think they'd gotten away with it. That was another day I wasn't myself. So I took my life back. All of it. The house. The money. The future. The respect. And I built something better. Sloane's apartment was in Solana Beach, 15 minutes up the coast. I pulled into her complex at 6:58 p.m. She was already on the balcony, setting the table. "You're early," she called down. "Traffic was light. Lucky you." I headed upstairs. Dinner was good. We talked about her research, something about kelp forest ecosystems and climate resilience. I didn't understand half of it, but I loved watching her talk about things she cared about. After dinner, we sat on her balcony. The sun was setting over the Pacific. Orange and pink streaking across the water. "You seem different," she said. "Different how?" "Lighter. When I first met you, you seemed like you were carrying something heavy. Now you don't." I thought about that. She was right. I didn't think about Freya anymore. Didn't check to see if she'd unblocked me. Didn't wonder what she was doing or who she was with. I didn't care. That chapter was over. Fully. Completely. "Yeah," I said. "I am." She leaned against me. We watched the sun drop below the horizon. Later that night, driving home, I thought about the guy I was a year ago. The one who trusted too easily. Who ignored red flags because he wanted things to work. Who thought love meant holding on even when someone was letting go. That guy was gone. The guy I am now knows better. Knows that loyalty isn't negotiable. That trust, once broken, doesn't get repaired, it gets replaced. I don't regret what I did. I regret that I had to do it, but I'd do it again. Every single step, because some people show you exactly who they are. And when they do, you don't fight for them, you walk away, and you build something better. I pulled into my apartment complex. Parked. Grabbed my phone to check tomorrow's schedule. No new messages. No missed calls. No drama. Just silence. The good kind. I headed upstairs, opened the balcony door, and stood there for a minute. Ocean breeze. Salt air. The sound of waves crashing somewhere in the dark. I was free, and I never looked back. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you really like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.